William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Ultimates. Oh, dang it. I see him.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
I don't want to talk over his. I have a feeling.
Hurry up.
Ooh, okay. I don't want to talk over the monologue.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
There's nothing here in this room. No, because that seems a little bit suspect. I have a feeling people start snooping around. Just like this room is off limits completely. Instead, go with the
Sorry.
There's nothing here.
There's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
But listen, why does her face look like a frog? Like, why does her face look like a frog? Her lips are like pulled so far back. Looks like that one kind of frog monster out of Star Wars. You know what I'm talking about. I don't really watch Star Wars, but I know that. I think we gotta go this way. Ooh, what's in here? Go in here? We cannot go in there. I think we gotta go this way. Pembroke Hospital. Do we have to go this way then? I take it? Ooh. Doors. These go into the Pembroke heal, but can I take those? What's this? Small bottles. Nothing else. Okay. Guys, are we doing
It's locked, all right.
are we doing are we gonna do
Scowl
kind of like
voices in the
invest-
garden.
What the?
I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
He with the blood shot. He with the blood. Oh, I don't have enough blood. Come on, follow. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here, good boy. Holy crap, 62? That's a special attack if I've ever seen one. I didn't mean to use all my damage. I don't see why people bash. Yep. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. That special attack. I knew it was coming. Ooh, what's this? Watery, sturdy blood sample. Find the lost wallet in the garden. Is that around here? Okay, rogue scowl and dazzle scowl. Okay. Can we sneak up? Sneak up. Yes! That seems like bad news to me. And yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. And die. Haha. Okay, now it says something about a... It says something about a wallet? Photography. Ooh, Milton and Peppa. Wait, isn't Peppa one of the nurses at Pembroke? Peppa Higgins? Is that the right name, y'all?
So,
I think that's the right name.
Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item.
It's in a so yeah.
Those two have hidden their affections well.
How did I know it? How did I know it? She said that one thing about Milton. It freaking got so defensive over his reputation. I had a feeling. Apparently I was right. Did y'all think that was obvious or no? 'Cause that was from last night. I also posted that on YouTube, so if y'all want to go watch the first part, go ahead. It's a little over 2 hours long, I believe. Okay, that's very comforting. Hold up, ready? Okay, there's blood on the ceiling. Oh, is that on the floor of the second? I think that's on the floor of the second. Does this place have a second? It probably does. So, anything useful? Oh yes, love to hear the skull screams. 5 shillings. It looked to be a whole lot more than 5 there. What the heck?
I cannot enter.
Dang it. So- Yeah, I thought it was right.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Cigarette case. You think I could just handle that down? Something useful. Okay, some other skulls. Take that.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Key. Okay, let's go. More skulls. Oh,
It's locked.
Of course it is. Ah, that's fun to listen to.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
What's up here? Can't do anything up here, I take it? Okay. So, if I go down here, holy, what the mother of... How did he just disappear? I didn't expect that. Where's his easing? That's...
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They resolve to blood. Freaking sweet, if you ask me. Ooh, what's in here? Anything useful? Rogue skull over there. Ooh, what's this? Surgery? What's that? Used liaison knife? New type. It absorbs blood. Ooh, okay. It's locked.
That's locked, of course. What's this? Death report. New citizen investigation. That's sweet. Open. X to access the map. Bro, I don't even know. Okay. Descendant. Wait. Dissident. Samuel Connor. Caucasoid. Male, 39. Fisherman. Causing type of death. Natural. Probable cause. Fast progressing. Virus. Pollen. that he was blazing earlier.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match.
Or they don't match. Okay.
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Ooh, okay. Corners of the lips. I'm seeing some white stuff there.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner
Hope
of the
Dr.
lips.
Tippett was
Some sort
doing
of
something
drug
weird.
overdose, perhaps? Multiple
legs,
abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
Okay. Well, that gives to its occupation.
A puncture
Lungs.
over the left lung. Possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Okay. Chest hemorrhage.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Yeah. Oh, I take it he is the pillar. Okay. Pillar, so does that mean like they're like the main person in the society or something? There's two more we can go to, and the pillar is Dorothy Crane, and we don't know him yet. Where is this? Unknown district, unknown district. Okay. So we gotta
It's
go talk
locked,
to
all right.
Tippett's whenever we get the chance. Open this. Oh boy. Now I know. Let me use blood. Oh, come on. I just wanted some more blood. Let's do here, cause this. Yeah, I'm going this way. Ah, cause this doesn't look satanic at all. Holy crap. Oh. Holy crap. Bad John Doe. Bad John Doe. Bad John Doe. Oh, come on. Nope. I don't have any more blood for my spirit. Oh, he resisted. Okay, what is up with that shadow? That shadow is weird. Back. Bad. Bad scout. Seriously, why are you resisting all of my stuff? I haven't done half of it. How did you? Oh, you what a second. Come here. Bro. Just come here. Just come here. Come on. Yes.
These scowls
Let's
can
go.
be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger.
Let's go.
To drink blood is so tempting.
Okay, so... Okay, is it just me, or does this
Sodium
look pretty
hypochlorite.
satanic?
Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Okay. Who's gonna use the stairs? Stairs is no fun. Ooh. Enigmatic formula and watery rich blood sample. Ooh. Take this as a workbench. Have enough components to craft for fatigue. Okay, let's do that. Because why not? Ooh. Treatment for cold, bronchitis, and pneumonia. Ooh, okay. Blood serum. Generates 60 points of blood. Has opium in it? Need aluminum shards. Can I increase this thing? Yes. Ooh, increase it 50 this time. Add 3 stun points when the weapon hits. Or decrease stamina consumption by 10. Okay, we can't go through there. So we just gotta go back upstairs. Now, how did we get through here? I'm just gonna follow the marker and hope there is no skulls of... Wait a second. Bro. Become distracted so I can just bite you, okay? Bro's spazzing out. Your way to go behind you. Of course there's not. Is there a way I can just like... Bro, that 15 is so much more. Fuck that. Well, that's sweet. Oh. The one dude left. I'm sorry you weren't enjoying it, bro. Oh, you... Wait a second. Let's just kill him. He'll give us XP. Increases each time. This back. So, got him. Ooh. I regenerate health whenever I use the bite. That's sweet. Can I walk out these doors? No, I cannot apparently. Can I walk out this door? I can. Oh well. Bro left. Sorry, bro. Okay, let's go this way. Go in here. Oh. Pippa Hawkins.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Let's talk to her. Personal question. Wait.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I thought... Hold up. Who are you?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
She looks like
Your
she has a
name
good
has
time
no
right
meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but
mortal, huh?
dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for,
now. A
mortal?
vampire.
My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Oh, so am I.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Have you ever heard of
I
Cotard
see.
syndrome?
Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Yes, because I'm
Please.
an actual vampire.
Describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of pustulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I'm assuming you must
Are
be
you
a
a patient
patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want.
Your enemies, huh?
As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are
Your
these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Cool.
The staff
I'll take
here
care of
are
you.
not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for
I
you.
might
I'm
show
not
you what a
speaking
real
of the
vampire
doctors
looks
in
like
white.
later, but
I'm
it's
speaking of the
okay.
men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't
Don't say it out
worry.
loud.
These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are you,
Who are you
really,
really?
Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious
Yes.
to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Oh, you shush.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
And your fangless fun. Milton, what's up, my man?
Good evening, Milton.
Good
Got your
evening,
wallet
Doctor.
for you, bro,
Still
bro.
trying to save lives?
I have
Found
some
your
good
wallet.
news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what?
I was right.
Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good.
Oh, there are a couple.
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate your patronage. Now,
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
why not?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Down?
You
You
do
could both
realize
get
you can
fired.
both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running?
No.
There's nothing
No.
wrong with what we're doing.
During the
No,
war,
that's fair.
I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Okay. my mediocre reputation.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them.
Okay, why is that?
Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
You're good, bro. You're good.
Goodbye, Milton.
Wait, hold up. This... Yeah, this is the lady that was
Good
at
evening,
that
nurse.
dude's
I'm
thing.
Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm a little surprised.
Is it
I
the one
suppose
that
I'll
involves
just have to
teeth?
deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Cool.
Tell me
Tippett
what
medical
Dr.
error.
Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your
Okay. Okay. Just need one more hint. One more hint. What is
to
it?
dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
You took a great risk. That's what you did. You do not have. And we want to make friends with these people. Although they might be dead later.
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett's.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Okay. I was expecting something a little bit juicier, but
I'm not familiar with all
What
the
about the
staff.
staff?
Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there
Anyone that
anyone
stands
that
out?
stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
ooh, refuses to stop working.
Nurse
Speak
Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
Cannon will be
No.
used against you.
I
in the
may
court of
disagree
law.
with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why did I say his, but she said there?
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
The invisible
An
enemy.
invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital
she's
can
a
survive the epidemic?
Poet?
We are all
Like an amateur
volunteers
poet?
here, and we're trying to hold fast, but How do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Alright.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me
Bye-bye.
if you need assistance.
Let's go to Tippins. Let's go Tippins. You.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
You are.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving
Corcoran.
your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
About your medical.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor.
Corcoran.
How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient.
Why is that fun?
He died
That's what I'm
because of
saying,
my
Corcoran.
mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop?
Why not
practicing?
stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Makes sense.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippett, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say,
Why does
actually.
Bro's face look so
I
vain?
can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
So that's everything. That's if he makes it towards the. That's if he makes it. Ooh, there's still one more.
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there by the sea. Read poetry and wait for death.
That sounds solid. That's
Goodbye,
all?
Dr.
Okay,
Tippett.
Goodbye. Like, ooh, I can heal this dude. Hold up.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed.
I have that.
Still
antidote
working
for
at
fatigue,
night, I
right?
see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
I don't know any hints about any 30%. You'd only get 350. Okay, let's go.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Nada.
Do you ever think about that
man.
poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
So,
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he
Did he
want?
want revenge?
Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Okay. We're already at 600.
Only the
Survival at all
strongest survive, then. Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a
I know
fuck
that.
what you think of me.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff.
Damn, bro.
As long as I'm treated alright, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the staff?
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was gonna break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
Really, bro?
What's
Front
wrong
face?
with the hospital?
Bro.
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you later, bro. Personal question.
How long
can
do you
avoid
think
law?
you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We all must pay the price. That seems
We
poetic,
can't
don't
escape
you know?
the consequences of our actions. The past
Poetic.
catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
I'll leave you for now,
Okay, Clay.
Mr. Cox.
When I get back, I'll... He's really pissed me off this time.
Let's... Who's this? Can't talk. Let's see that they're... I don't know. Doctor, is that taken?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Dang, bro.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
No need for such animals.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Of course, of course.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Makes sense. Unknown people? Social circle? Okay.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
I have saved many lives.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence.
I know we've never met before,
Okay.
but I believe this
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed.
Hex you can.
Of course you can't say the same about me, since I have...
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
You don't like me. Who are you?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you.
Who said?
And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Why are they all dressed up in white, but I'm the only one in a trench coat? Ooh, that's not actually quite
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may...
not successful yet.
You remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
I'll be glad
It's
to help.
always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn.
Nice to leave guys.
I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see.
So errand boy.
Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Yep, so he wants me to play errand boy. First one.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me, Mr.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
And that's
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Yes, Doctor?
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
She seems Russian. Why did she sound Russian?
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
Where is
Please,
the
could you
morgue?
point me in the direction of the morgue again?
It's the large boarded up...
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
So, what's up?
This hospital seems to be...
Wait, this is the lady I saw earlier.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing
Good
to give you
evening.
the benefit of
I'm
the
Dr.
doubt.
Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk.
Throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Treatment for fatigue. Okay.
I will see you later. I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Okay. So let's go. Let's go with the antidote for fatigue. What does do that? Right, this is my room. Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is sweet. I can get in through the road and not have to go through the... For fatigue. Sodium hypochlorite solution. Okay. So whenever we come across that...
I cannot enter.
Dang. There's hacksaw. Eat. That'd be fun in a battle. Okay, now it says we need to talk to Dr. Swansea. And this is his room. So, is he in here?
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Oh, he's holding a human skull. How very Shakespearean.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my
But
thrill at
it's
this
badass.
serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Your words bring comfort. There we go.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
We need each other. Actually, this is not me.
There's no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
Ooh, okay.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly
Just sitting
delicate.
here messing with the chat, dude.
Accepted.
Just
I'll
sitting
see
here
what
messing
kind
with
of
the
trouble
chat.
Lady Ashbury
What the heck?
is in.
Sorry. Oh, what's this? Rare new species of vampires. Econ. Yeah, so Econ is another word for vampire. Volkods were a lupine type of vampire. With a mythological werewolf. The Rakshasa. The Jinxi. Puchin. Bat-shaped women, sometimes flying around. Intriguing. We need to talk to the hospital benefactor, so they're downstairs. Let's go talk to Pippa Hawkins.
It's locked.
Ooh, long letter. Hello, sis. Dang. Lucy, Paul, Mom, and Dad. Billy got killed in France. How my poor Billy got killed in France by leading too many patrols. Dang. Ooh. No. Bruh. I'll read that later. Ooh, she's quick about thinking the Pembroke Hospital.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Personal question.
Pepper,
Leaving this
are
hospital.
you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
Be proud.
You should be
of what
proud
you've
of what you've
achieved.
achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like
probably
we're
one
just
of
a
the prettiest
cemetery
ones.
waiting room.
Dang.
What steps
more
are you
useful.
prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
If
Lost
you feel
faith
that
in your
saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
What about
And what
Milton?
about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
Life in London.
Pepper,
Relationship
I know
with
you're
Milton.
very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Goodbye. Oh, she's outside. Oh, there's a door there. Who's that? Okay. we're here. Now I am actually going to take this time to go and grab me a bottle of water. I suggest you guys do it too. Y'all need to stay hydrated.
And I thought last summer's epidemic was
Okay.
difficult.
So I'm gonna go ahead
The
and
flu took my
start this
dear
up.
wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be
Be right
together
back.
again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp... The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
I'm glad to see you.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These
What is
past
amiss?
insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Should we go off on a tangent?
Who would be so
Another
foolish
vampire.
as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it me?
I'll take care of it.
Sure, I'll take care of it.
Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Okay. So what do we think about her? She seems pretty good vampire. I'd have to be level 20 for her to...
There were more of us. Less resignation, more determination.
What's that? 'Cause I saw that dude from earlier. Where is he at?
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
A pawnbroker?
Pawnbroker.
I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Indian.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
I don't know about that.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Dang.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Ooh, Milton.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Ooh. He has no relationships.
Do you work here alone? Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Oh. Why close the
Why
morgue?
close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
That's awesome.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Please show me
you
what
got?
you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Sodium hypochlorite solution. Phosphorus tartrate. I don't think anything of that. I don't need phosphorus tartrate. I don't need phosphorus tartrate. Is it sodium hypochlorite? We're gonna buy some sodium hypochlorite because I feel like it's gonna
It
be
never
useful.
ceases to amaze me how you,
It's locked, all right.
Way up in there? Now, where was he should be around here. There he is. What's
Good
up,
evening,
man?
sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Why you
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died
You can
because
see
of
the
me.
pain in his eyes.
And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Oh.
How
Your
could
wife
your
died.
job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh, that's trash.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
I hear you, bro.
Tell me more
About
about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Yeah.
How are your children,
children all right?
after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
So many
I'm
died
sorry
during
for your
the
loss.
bombings.
So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Okay.
Tell me about the
arguing?
doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me
Tell me
about
about
yourself,
yourself.
Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you
About this
satisfied with your
hospital.
treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Oh.
Goodbye for now,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Fiddick.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children.
Let's go
down.
find this Harriet.
As for me,
Nope. Alright. Actually, let's go upstairs and see if I bought the right thing for the thing with the D. Because if I did, then we can go ahead and solve that one dude's problem. Get more XP out of him whenever we go ahead and decide to yoink him up. Ooh, what's that? Dr. Swansea's message. Nice, okay. I also have 2000 XP, so... Was I right? I was right! Sodium hypochlorite solution. Can I make anything else? Okay. We're also gonna go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and evolve real quick. So I think... What are these? Sweet. Ultimates? Let's use... Let's go to unlock these. Now let's use... Let's increase our health. That seems like a pretty solid idea. We're gonna go ahead and confirm. We got 2 more bullets apparently. Nice. Major district events. Degraded due to diseases. Pungent chaos. That's for you to decide districts fake.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
I'm alright.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Mortimer,
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Bam.
Have you heard rumors about blackmail in this hospital?
No.
Ooh. That was pretty quick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, now he is recovering. Now let's just follow the Y this time. And is she outside? Who's that? Is this the
These
lady?
nurses,
Yes.
bred with no respect.
Or,
What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
bruh.
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
Might eat you later,
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long
Sorry,
I've
what?
been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed.
I'm George.
I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Okay.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them. Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
How you doing?
How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Bro, what's up with my leg? Like, why's my leg look all weird? Y'all see that, right? Pippa Hawkins, here we go.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Dang.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet.
We're just gonna skip through this.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Ooh, I know.
This hospital seems to
That's his mom.
But in the circumstances...
Okay, now let's... Dorothy Crane. Gwyneth Pregnant. I just saw Gwyneth out here. He's probably around 10 minutes. Where she is.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Why is she over here? This is... Okay.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I ought to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Bro's illiterate. walks in through the fence. Apparently we gotta go retrieve the thug in the sewers, so let's go. Ooh, okay. So left trigger was...
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
Why can't you breathe, my guy? Still going under bed. Yeah, bro's dead. Did he just get attacked by a werewolf?
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
I can't breathe, I can't. Bro, you can still hear him in the background. Ooh, that club. Whoa. Bro, just teleport. Bam. Oh. Down here, boy. Down here, boy. Okay, what's this? Oh, that's sweet. See that? Bro's dead. Why can't I get it through there? We're gonna have to go this way then. Ew. I'm not eating. The Band of the Dragon. So-called scholars. The Absalom Club to speak foolishly about our rules or members or traditions. So, what's the Absalom? Never be considered a dragon by the Brotherhood. Okay. What? Holy Jesus Christ.
What sort of creature is this?
Werewolf? Is he blood and... Fear.
a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Dang, that was quick. If you are sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothy to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Percy's house and present this coupon.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Hospital? Wipe it up there. Maybe that's one of those kind of lichen type. Maybe that's one of the maybe that's one of those kind of lichen type axons that. Ooh.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Look at that. We're just gonna fight that real quick. Yep. So you can hit multiple? They got anything that can pick up? No.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Okay. So I take it I can't do much with him. Citizen rescued. He'll return to his district the following night. That's sweet. Now what about this chest behind him? That's my intrigue. Oh, it didn't close. Okay. Let's go back up to the surface. I'll take it. Is there anything in there I can take? No? Okay. Never mind it. Do I go up to the sewers? Or up to the surface? Blood quality, the amount of XP receives directly linked. Oh, that's fun. What do y'all think? Stop screaming. Seriously. Why they gotta be loud? Turn into what's her face? You need to calm down. You're being too loud. And we're, what, 8? Yeah, let's not. Now, I'm sure I could take them on, but I'd rather not right now. If I could just walk through a... Just walk. Through a good old, crate.
The Pembroke is so lucky to have her.
We can take this way, take it. Thank you. Screw in a lead stick. Okay. So... Very ferocious. Oh, 18. Yeah, we're gonna just go away from him. We're gonna go this way. Okay. Who is he? Right.
It's closed.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. I see y'all. I see y'all.
I'll send you back in a fucking filthy fucking thing!
That's bad news bears for me, bro. Oh, I missed it, bro. My weapon is not very strong against that dude. So note, increase the strength. What's up there? Keep out. Oh, that's a ooh, new hideout? Okay. Silicon stuff. Ooh, okay. How about this? Can we upgrade this? Shard. No, we cannot upgrade this. I wish we could upgrade it. I just want to upgrade it. Firearm? Oh, I can upgrade this multiple times, but come to trigger part spring. Recycle that. Recycle that. And that. And that. And that. And go ahead. Can I upgrade this? Not yet. Machete, hacksaw. Damage dealt, absorb blood points for weapons. Okay. This bro just saying. Okay, so down under there. Okay, so
Best turn around if I were you. Go on! It's one of them! It's closed.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Large box of pills. And 6 shotgun shells. But it said there was a new... Ooh. It said there was a new hideout here. Right?
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert! Stop it!
Oh, dang.
Me, I'll not die in some piss stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of a street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed. And I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
Dang.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I will see you later. Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now. Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Dang. Okay.
What happened?
You steal the man's medicine.
Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London. So you picked an easy target, didn't you?
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town.
War vet?
Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Goodbye, young man.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
I didn't talk to him. Okay, so I need to care for my rat.
Life away.
Who's this?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Buy those. And why not? I'll dismantle it later, just to find out what it's got. Palmer, I'll heal him later. He'll give me more XP. Good. I know now. Is he inside this building?
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Darius, trust. Try and get into them. So, it's over here. Why won't it let me observe? Do I have to go somewhere else? Or just open his door?
No one's there. It's locked.
Dorothy Brand's up there. So she must be inside the house.
I will return later.
There we go. I was wondering, like, how am I supposed to do that? Break in or something?
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Okay.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Let's follow the wise.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You paid one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I'd prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
That's okay.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Welcome, sir. Please take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
So it sounds like...
How is business around here?
Business? I had no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
Okay, I'm
Lewis.
good. Yeah, I'm good. Let's find Clayton. Is this Clayton?
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and
Okay.
I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Dang, okay. So...
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
What's your
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Dang. Okay. That just took a turn.
Tell me, Tobias,
exactly.
what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
This is the 20th century.
Fire is just the instinctive answer of a caveman facing something he does not understand. This is the 20th century.
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
Okay.
Have you any friends?
Family?
Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I send him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
So he's preaching to a bunch of dead bodies.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Wow. That's delusional.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling, but I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor, Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick, though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss.
Bye-bye.
Take care of yourself as best you can.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious, never goes out, doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Trash can.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage.
Won't be coming back to Romania.
To enter.
Who are you?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it?
Okay,
Very well.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye then.
Let's see. Go through here.
I cannot enter.
Is there a way we can get around the other side, maybe?
The walls of your home will not protect you.
Oh. Can I go into the church? Nope. Well, that makes sense because I am a vampire, so. Are you serious? tools with a single spear. You gotta admit, that's pretty freaking cool. The fact that you can hit people with freaking I'm guessing that's it.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Dang, okay.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Okay. I get that.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the arid hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Okay. So, right hand Dorothy Crane, former Romanian political activist, and she has children. Cold, bronchitis. I need to cure all these people. I'll get more XP if I do.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
And trickery.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Mesmer has level 2 acquired.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see, Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
You probably will. What's this? Figure.
It's locked, all right. What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain. Now.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along? We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Yes. We did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manner.
It's locked.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
Why target Lady Ashbury?
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know your kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
I look away, but she reads out.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient,
I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Oh, the hit's lost. The heck's going on?
This one stinks already. He's mine! I'll take it!
It's a leech! Kill it!
Reminds me of Assassin's Creed. That's what it reminds me of. Assassin's Creed. I don't know why people always hate on the fighting mechanics. I like them a lot, actually. Although, we'll admit the few times that it does like to kind of stick. Okay, let's go ahead and report back to Lady Ashbury. How did they find this place? We also have almost 3,000 XP to spend. So let's go ahead and do that. Hold up, give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Who's that? Oh, that's Benjamin. Albert. Yeah, we need to heal them.
This stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Bruh. Okay, so let's go ahead back. How have y'all been doing? It's almost 2 AM. So, I think we're gonna report back to Lady Ashbury. And then, I think that's gonna be it for tonight, y'all. Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing good.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Okay.
Kill it, boy!
What the heck? Okay. That was not what I was expecting. Okay, Vincent shoot. Take that. Okay, I have Max. Bam. Eat. And haha. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. This is bad. Lance. Get caught up. I'm not paying attention. No. Dang it. Oh, that's another one of the named characters? Yep, I'm dead. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. That's the first time. Jeez. Dang. He left. Yeah, that's cool. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream while y'all were watching them. Okay. Let's go back
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
What's going on? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna target. Game plan. We need some Batman worthy prep time here.
There's one of them vermin.
This is the one that's gonna be able to stand fire.
Doesn't like.
Give me some more blood, please and thank you. There, that's one down.
Crush the leech,
Ooh,
boys.
brothers.
Die, vermin!
No. You.
Crush the leech, boys.
Oh, come on, I didn't even get to use my claw. Go take him.
Burn it, boys.
Take him. Grab some of these guys real quick.
Crush the leech, boys.
Give me you. There we go. There we go. I have a feeling this game is going to be a whole lot of prep time. What's up here? Nothing useful in here? Some shillings. let's continue down through here. Okay, let's continue down through here. Yep. And run away from that thing, because that thing's 10 levels higher than I am. Now we have... Now I need... Cure for cold. Cure for bronchitis. I need a fatigue. That multiple cures for fatigue. And then let's look to Whitechapel. Fatigue. So that's 2 fatigue, 1 cold, 1 bronchitis, 1 migraine, 1 fatigue. Okay, so that's 3 fatigue. So I need to go back here. Fatigue. For migraine. I don't have that one. Okay. So I can't do this. So we're actually gonna go ahead and upgrade this. And we are going to bam, and then we're going to use the common machetes back. Okay, now let's get in bed. And I have 3,590 XP. Ooh, let's do this. Then let's do the spring too. Because that seems like that'll be useful. Just go ahead and buy everything real quick. Okay, now let's do higher blood capacity. That'll be 300, leaving us with a little over 1,000. Then do more bite. That'll be 600. I won't have enough for the next one. How much for that? 1,000. Okay, so it's probably 1,000 for each one. Let's go ahead and hit confirm. Police raids. Okay. So it's still serious, but... Let's go ahead and actually let's just go and jump off here real quickly. Yo. Let's go visit Lady Ashmore. Where's she at? Oh, this is the back. Dope. Dang. Okay.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
What should we do this time? We can't really take this choice back, so he trusted the killer professional as
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
No need to apologize, my lady. I know exactly what you endure.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you
Hold on,
yourself
what?
admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises,
Hold on,
aren't you, Jonathan?
what?
All right. Say I trust you. But you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you
Bro.
may have.
That's not what I thought this was gonna go into. Okay, we just completed the.
I bid you
This
farewell.
is where we're
For
gonna
now,
end
my lady.
for tonight.
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Okay. So this is where we're gonna stop for the night. I hope y'all enjoyed,
Less resignation.
and I will see y'all again tomorrow night for another stream. Going back through this. We're gonna continue to try and save London and try to figure out our awesome new powers as a vampire, or Econ, I believe, is what we're calling this. So we're gonna continue on that. I hope y'all have a great night, and I'll see you again tomorrow.